Actually, we're going to check on the lobby here. Tweets have all gone out. Oh, we're actually almost ready. 3 minutes. So there's a little bit of history behind this, and I love the fact that we could actually do this, because both Meow Mix Kitten and Fruity Eric Chen have been on the old edition of Smite Club. The old edition of Smite Club ran from December to March of 2012. It was a project I put together while I was in my last year of university. It was very ramshackle. We took pre-made teams, but we didn't do any of this division stuff. And the other team, Team 2, is Team Randy's Favorites. And Randy's Favorites is a team that I met through Smite Club, and we are very close friends. I'm very big fans of these teams. Holy Spork and his wife did great things for Team Legion while they were still around. Zealman Rejuvenation, Sneaky Dark Sniper, and T. Roy Jenkins isn't around, but Innovation's here as well. All of those people have been very patient with, carrying my ass around to the Summoner's Rift. And I really owe a lot to them, and I appreciate all the things that they've done for me. So having them being able to come around here and play a special edition of Smite Club really makes my night. Really, really makes my night. I got an hour. I really hope this game is not over an hour, because I have a very important interview to do. But we have a Blitzcrank Ezreal being banned out here. Cho'Gath as well. They're just sticking with the same bans. I would not be surprised if there's a Shen ban as well.
Well, it seems to work out fine for them before, so...
Yeah, I'm, sorry, can you cover the bans and stuff?
Yeah, oh, sure. I like the Ezreal ban coming out. I mean, it's a rare one.
Yeah, I think they just wanted to, maybe they're just kind of, I don't know. Like, I don't think they hate playing against Ezreal, and that's the whole thing, is Ezreal never gets banned. So that's one of those things that you're just like, why would you waste a ban on Ezreal? Mr. Tyler...
He is very strong, especially with his... But I wouldn't say he was ban-worthy.
Yeah, Jace being banned as well. Thank you, Tyler Hinkle, for following me on Twitter. Just wanted to give you guys some shout-outs there. We have 78 viewers. We've dropped down a little bit from the full 100 that we were at before. But you know what? I am very happy with crossing that milestone. I don't... Like, as a... amateur caster, an amateur showrunner, having 100 people just from, like, our own efforts, great times. Real Jace Jax being banned out by the Team Randy's Favorites. Martin Nielsen, thank you for liking me on Facebook. Blitzcrank Cho'Gath Malphite being banned out as well. Sorry if the shoutouts are a little too much. I don't know if that's annoying or not. Chat, feel free to let me know. I'm likely not going to be accepting friend requests from random people. Best thing to do is to contact me through Reddit. Just because I try to keep my friends list as pared down as possible. Zion Forever Alive picking up Lee Sin in the jungle. Dark Sniper, Mr. Sneaky Dark Sniper. Pared down his name after the name changes, but he's going to be picking up a Mumu, which we saw used to deadly effect last game. Holy Sport is going to be...
Both of these junglers are very strong and very standard picks, really, at the moment.
Yep.
I mean, I know in the next patch, Lee Sin is getting heavy.
I think
heavy nerfs.
Amumu is getting his ultimate actually changed back to the old way of how he did it, where I think they changed it so that it was a snare and not a stun, and now it's being changed to back to a stun. Holy Spork usually playing an AD carry. I was hoping for his famous AP Tristana, but he's going to be playing a Corki, Ruler of Tanks, picking up Lulu for the 3rd game in the row. I'm very happy, because like seeing a good Lulu player and seeing someone very dedicated to the same champion over and over can't be bad. The reason I'm very excited about this matchup is we saw Team Rainbow Kitten Brigade be very kind of dominant towards the last team. And if there was one team that we always had problems finding a challenge for, it was Team Randy's Favorites. So I'm hoping that the two kind of clashing titans here will produce a very enjoyable game.
Yeah, and I'm also very much liking the Misfortune.
Misfortune, I love Misfortune, yep. Misfortune picking a pickup is a very kind of people are saying her a very kind of mechanically boring champion, but she does good work. Especially especially with an Amumu, she would do really well. Innovation picking up a Jarvan for Zealman, usually the support of the team, picking up a Tarek. Waiting on Baited and Fruity Eric Chen for the last picks of the game. Singed. Oh, I'm happy to see a Singed. I like Singed.
Are you ahead?
I'm not ahead. I actually can't be ahead in team. I think it's just a lag thing, maybe.
Oh, it's cool. I'm back.
Okay, cool. Because we don't have like a delay or anything like that. Baited picking up an Evelyn.
That Singed pick. I mean, Singed is the ultimate troll champion.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just answering a text message from my mother. Oh, Hecarim. I would be happy to see a Hecarim Ari. Possibly a Rise?
I like the Rise if they lock in because they've been lacking sort of hard CC, and Rise would give them that stop.
Pondhammer, you're a champion for wanting to play drunk booze with or drunk league with people.
Well, you know.
Why not? When in Rome, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is the best chat ever. To be fair,
I can understand. Like, this is possibly the best Twitch chat I've ever been in. Congratulations, everyone, for being awesome. Rejuvenation picking up a Morgana. They did lock in that Hecarim and the Rise, which I'm happy about.
Yeah. I think Rise might have a bit of a hard time against Morgana with the spell shield, but
He could. That's kind of a big kind of counterplay, I suppose. You know, the APs being picked relatively late in the order, so to speak. We're probably going to see that Jarvan in the top lane. I forget who plays jungle for these guys. Oh, we're maybe in Italy. I would love to see an AP in Italy, but no, they're going to lock in Morgana. Hello, Payine. Payine. I wish I could pronounce your name properly. I'm sorry. AP Tarek. Chief Spark wants an AP Tarek. I would be very happy if that happened. But it looks like we've locked in our choices here in terms of switching and everything like that. And yeah, we're just waiting for a couple, 30 seconds. Pain. I apologize. Thank you for correcting me on that one. What do you think of the team composition so far, Mr. Pondhammer?
I was just looking, really. I think that there could be a lot of potential synergy between the Amumu ult and the Morgana ult.
Definitely, and it just requires them to kind of be in a... The only thing is I think that there's the Lulu Whimsy, the Rise Rune Prison, and then if things get weird, you have the Hecarim Ultimate. Like having Amumu and Morgana, they have to be relatively close together in order to synergize those ultimates, right? So you can almost save like a type of CC in order to disrupt that kind of potential team fight. And but I can see, like, look at all the CC. It's all built on slowing people down so Corki can get kills. Like, you've got Jarvan who's got the knock-up, you got the dunk, you've got the Curse of the Sad Mummy, you've got the guaranteed stun from Zealman, and then if you can land the Dark Bindings, you are going to be... That's a very CC-heavy team.
I think this team could do very, very well with an early invade.
The thing is that I'm not sure if I like the fact that Meowmix Kitten is going to have a really hard time landing her ultimate. They're going to need to throw down some kind of CC, mass group CC, in order to get all the full channel off. And you know what? They just don't kind of have it. They have Rune Prison as pretty much their most guaranteed stay in one place CC.
Yeah, I definitely give the advantage to the other team at the moment.
Yeah.
But they've been showing good play, so...
Definitely, they're on a roll. They just won 2 games pretty handily in the late game. We got another 2 minutes before we join and see the skins and all that junk. Again, just a quick shout out to social media and all that junk. You can follow me. They're at the bottom right corner of the screen. You can also follow Pondhammer. His Twitter's there as well. I actually want to know how many followers you gain from this whole endeavor. That'll be good.
It's looking pretty unhealthy on my liver, but
good
times. No, it's great. It's great.
Lovely. I'm glad I could help you out, man. And all the people that followed me, thank you so much. I'm not sure. I think we got Ari shout out to Tyler Hinkle. I think Kai Ravius is a new one. Stephen Mann, thank you so much. Colin Lindsay and the Brocknex Monster, which I think we shouted out to you before. But we appreciate your time and your effort. And giving us a chance. We are sitting at a healthy 75 viewers. I'm very happy about that. All of these, of course, are going to, if you want to watch the VODs of these games at all with our lovely commentary, you can find them on my YouTube channel afterwards. It'll be at youtube.com/mattcasts. And also, I do agree, Brockness Monster, the Brokeness Monster, is a great...
the best name.
Great Twitter handle. He wins. Lime Punch says livers heal, but drunken lol games are forever, and that's a hard and fast rule if I ever heard one.
Yeah, man. I mean, I can remember playing World of Warcraft when I was very drunk. That was the best time I ever played it.
Yeah, I remember some good times playing Battlegrounds and World of Warcraft as a hunter. Pretty much just mashing buttons and still getting kills. It was great times.
Yeah, man. I just wanted to reply to something in the chat.
Yeah.
Lime Punch said about AP Bruiser Tarek going very strong against some top lanes, and I actually read an article on the Team Dignitas website that said, in response to this new sort of trend of having an AD caster going mid, like Kha'Zix or
Lee
Pantheon, if you could run a heavy AP Tarek, that it's actually very strong with Lich Bane. It does a lot of damage, and the stun stops them from initiating on you. So that might be something people want to try.
You have a very big point. And to all those people who are saying UG Hunters, it was because my computer was so bad that I couldn't do anything reliable. Let's put it that way. So that's why I played Hunter. I then played a Restoration Shaman and was #2 Horde Guild on my server as a Resto Shaman. So once I got a better computer, I used that Tauren Shaman to great effect. So not a scrub. UFO Corky. Holy Spark's been playing since beta, so he has that very, very old skin. One of my favorites.
That's definitely old school cool.
Yeah, it's the same with King Rammus. Whenever you see someone with King Rammus, it was interesting. So basically my World of Warcraft... I thought you got it as a reward for playing in beta, Zomagata Firefighter. I thought that was... Or maybe that's King Rammus. Feel free to correct me. I'm sorry. But as we were saying, I played a Resto Shaman. Healing was fun. But that was kind of my World of Warcraft career, as I ended with... when I was playing it during school, which was a mistake, because you never want to play anything that requires a massive time commitment during school. And #2 Horde Raiding Guild on the server, we were doing the tournament. We were running it over and over and over again. I just remember this kind of weird bug where you had to stand in a doorway while you were facing these twin angels, and just pretty much just mashing chain heal over and over and over again. That was fun times. Anyways, I'm not going to talk about World of Warcraft anymore, but. Thank you for the history lesson, actually, for the skins. King Rammus is from beta. I know everything about the skins. I have third most skins NA, only missing 16. Apparently, he made a thread about the Rusty Blitzcrank guy. I haven't seen that. I apologize.
The Rusty Blitzcrank is the worst skin
it's the best skin ever. Are you kidding? They gave me Rusty Blitzcrank a few months ago. Rusty Blitzcrank actually is pretty awesome. It's awesome because of how bad it is. It's just it's when you use Rusty Blitzcrank, you're just you know what? I have a skin that's so bad I'm not afraid to use it because I'm just that boss.
I only have one sort of strange skin, and that's the Riot Nasus. I don't think that many people have
I hate that. I don't like Riot Nasus that much.
It's awful,
it's pretty bad.
And the model is tiny.
Yeah.
The actual Nasus model is really small for some reason.
The splash art's pretty cool, but there's so many better. Badass. Yeah, I like the Intergalactic Nasus or whatever, Galactic Nasus. I think that's a better skin. I don't know. Some people would say it's Nasus. Some people say it's Nasus. I say Nasus.
I put more emphasis on the A. I think.
That's fine. I think that's just a regional thing. Is this tournament on NA? Will be the tournaments on EU? How can I join the tournament? Schwenden, pretty much this isn't a tournament. We just take teams that are going to be available to play. I actually just clicked on the shop there to try to buy, and I realized I'm not playing this game. So this isn't a tournament. Basically, we just have pick up teams that want to play. You register... we've already registered all for January because we do one a week. We're going to be doing a thread the last week of January for February, and we're going to do all the February ones then. And then the idea is you sign up, you come out, we play one best of 3 just for bragging rights. We don't do prizes or money or anything like that. We try to pair you against people who are similar skill levels of you. We got pretty much a 5v5 here in the middle lane.
ARAM.
Oh man, please collusion. Please some collusion.
I remember watching that tournament. I'm a pretty big Curse fan.
Yeah.
And I raged so hard.
Oh, we got a stun out on Rule of Tanks, and that's 1 kill for Jarvan already. That guaranteed stun. Hold on, they're going after that Morgana. Flash is being burned everywhere. Sneaking Dark Sniper getting the first blood on Jarvan. Rejuvenation, less than 100 health. Chugging the health potion, likely going to go back. So a little bit of... As we were talking about, we've mentioned this a couple times, is that Tarek's guaranteed stun if you're in range, that guy is getting stunned for a second and a half.
Yeah, you really can't go wrong with a Tarek.
Yeah, exactly. There were a lot of, like, back when sustain champions were on vogue, Tarek kind of fell out of favor because his heal is not that good, unless you involve or invest heavily into AP. So he is going to be... He's kind of coming back into favor a little bit because he's never banned. No one ever bans Tarek. And the guaranteed stun, you know, he's an all-around good support. It's just when sustained champions were doing what he can do only better, he was just kind of forgotten about. But now that they've been nerfed, you know, Sona's pretty much has just about as much health as a caster minion, etc. Apparently, Lulu had stream open and lagged. So thank you, Fruity Eric Chen, for the explanation. But you know, lag excuses only go so far. I will brush it off. I will brush it off this time.
I'm actually very happy that the passive sustain bot lane has gone out of fashion. It wasn't good for League, I don't think.
As a dude who supports a lot, I really liked it because I like healing people. Like I said, I was a restoration shaman in World of Warcraft. I healed a lot, but I can totally understand just because it turned them into farm fest that really got kind of boring. We're just kind of...
when I support, I go for Leona.
Hold on,
Blitzcrank,
we've got
Alistar.
a possible very early Amumu gank here coming around through lane. No, just looking for... I don't know what's going on here. I think he's laning with Lee Sin. Actually, we have Lee Sin in the middle, which I didn't clue into until now. Fruity Eric Chen actually switching positions. He was top lane before. Looks like, wow, misses the dark binding, and they just missed the bandage toss as well because they used the safeguard through the minions. Zion Forever Alive coming in on Hecarim. However, we have Baited falling low in the top lane. We have a Rise top, Lee Sin middle. They did a lane swap, but not top to bottom. They did top to middle.
I think that's a very good idea, especially because Rise would have such a hard time against Morgana.
Yeah.
And Lee Sin doing physical damage. He doesn't really care about Morgana's shield.
Definitely. And chat kind of went a little nuts there saying Lee mechanics, Lee too strong. Yeah, that kind of worked out a little in their favor. Morgana missed the binding. Amumu missed the bandage toss. Beta just chugging health potions. Just going to get back up to a decent amount of health. Try to farm a little under tower. Take it as they come. Maybe work towards that tier that Rise is usually play. Rise was one of the first champions that I picked up, but then I realized I don't have a rune page specifically for his unique mana-based AP. So I have not played him in a long while. Jarvan?
Yeah, I'd say I also wouldn't be surprised to see Rise...
Middle here, watch middle. Morgana coming in, getting a little bit of a gank here. However, Amumu was just hanging around. So Hecarim very low. Lee Sin finishes off Morgana. They may be able to pull this off. Nice flash away. Fruity Eric Chen tries to safeguard to a minion. However, I don't know if it was the tantrum or I don't know if it was the red buff, but he still died.
I'd like to say it was red buff. If not, it looks a bit glitchy, but...
Zoma got a firefighter in chat confirming my suspicions. It may be red buff. Likely it was. Of course, red buff for the uninitiated does burn for a few seconds.
I think that we're going to see a lot more Hecarim later because early on he suffers quite a lot in the jungle.
He's getting some lane farm, which is always decent. 1 to 2 early on, and the first one could arguably be attributed to a little bit of misplay. So, you know, Team Randy's favorites are 1,000 gold ahead. Hecarim picking up his Spirit Stone in order to get a little bit more damage in the jungle. We're going to see bottom lane's just been very passive. I haven't...
if we go into the mid, they're trading quite a lot.
Yeah, Lee Sin coming back in. Rejuvenation, having to pop that black shield. Another potion.
Yeah, that's what we were saying about the Lee Sin into the Morgana. He does a lot of physical damage, and there's just nothing that Morgana can do about it.
It looks like Lulu falls to Ruler of Tanks. Amumu came in for a gank. All three of those members get assist gold. Currently 3-1 for Randy's favorites. I should be paying more attention to the mini-map. I apologize.
Yeah, and chat, you're right. The Morgana shield does block the slow from Lee Sin, but in this mid lane there's often a lot of minion blocking going on, so he gets quite a lot of auto attacks off anyway, which just does a lot of physical damage.
Yeah, Lee Sin able to sustain just due to that safeguard Iron Will as well. Gonna little bits of health here and there. It's probably going to counteract the fact that he's going to be walking through dark puddles or black tormented soil. That's the one. Hecarim coming around through lane. Nice flash!
Beautiful flash.
Lovely flash from Rejuvenation.
That was those reactions, man.
Yeah, exactly. They are definitely an experience. These guys play together a lot, and they know how each other play, and they've definitely no slouches in any of the positions. Lovely flash. Payne letting us know that, you know, Amumu taking advantage of his ganking potential pre-6 to Hecarim, eating a Sonic Wave to the face.
I'm going to be quite interested to see how this team plays when they're behind. We've seen them win the last 2 games in a strong position, and I'd like to see if they're the kind of team that can stay strong and bring it back a bit later, maybe.
Yeah, they're around 1,500 gold behind at the moment, but Morg is able, or excuse me, MF is going to get some farm here. You know how you can shift around between players with your keyboard keys? I've been wanting to learn how to do that, only my keyboard's really clickety-clacky. So I realized that if I was trying to do that, I would annoy the hell out of everyone. So I'm just clicking on player portraits at the moment.
I think I'm one of the very small minority of proper gamers who plays on a laptop.
Well, no, actually, most of the pros play on laptops, believe it or not, because they're highly mobile. They're playing on gaming laptops, mind you, so they're very beefed out. And since they're sponsored by a lot of corporations who make these laptops, like for instance, CLG is sponsored by XMG, which make gaming laptops, you know, Origin PC, all that stuff. Their main PCs are laptops. They don't have towers because the mobility, you know, if they need to go to a scrim or even going to an event, they're usually running off laptops. I think actually in the gaming houses, they do have some PCs, but like a large amount of pro setups I've seen are them just carting around laptops and an extra monitor.
Yeah, whenever I say it, people are like, "Oh yeah, why don't you get a proper computer?" But my laptop it's a pretty good one.
Yeah, of course. Say. Well, like for me, streaming takes a decent amount of hardware, and I don't want to do that with a laptop. Like I built this PC maybe 5 years ago, and I did a major upgrade last year in order to start streaming. So I got a new graphics card, new processor, new motherboard, all that other fun junk. So I figure like one upgrade of maybe like $1,000 every 5 years is a good investment. I can pretty much play any game that I need to at max settings, and I can do things like streaming, which take a lot of processor power, a lot of GPU. So I miss having a laptop. My laptop is my iPad. That's how I do a lot of my mobile writing, is an iPad and then a Bluetooth keyboard. Nice Sonic Wave Resonating Strike onto Rejuvenation, popping that black shield, going to throw the Tormented Soil and a Dark Binding out. Going to let her walk away, popping a potion, both a mana and health potion.
Yeah, that Tormented Soil does a lot of damage if Lee Sin stays in it for the duration.
Excuse me. Yeah, continue.
I mean, and Morgana hasn't built any AP yet.
Yeah.
And so while Lee Sin has an early advantage, he's going to have to sort of struggle to keep that advantage up as it gets into a bit later.
Definitely, and I think what I'm interested in is top lane, just because Ryze is fairly behind Jarvan, but I think an underfarmed Ryze is better than a Ryze that's died multiple times to a Morgana.
Yeah, and I think a little bit of farm deficit is to be expected early on in Ryze against Jarvan, but later on Ryze is going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, definitely. Mumu getting caught out by some wards here, placing his own. I'm liking the... Oh, Lee Sin just decides to go in on Morgana despite a Mumu being there. I'm not sure if that was the smartest idea. Ignite is on. Hecarim coming in, blowing the ultimate, but it's just going to push them away from where he needs to be. Really questioning that Lee Sin's decision to go in on Morgana there. I do not think that was the smartest idea, especially with the Mumu so close. They even caught him out with wards, for God's sake, and they still went in on it.
Yeah, I don't really know what was going through his mind at that point. You know, maybe he just didn't know. I don't know.
It's fun, greed, who knows? But we're just seeing a very passive farm fest down here in bottom. Besides that one Amumu gank, it's kind of just been very slow. Amumu's got 2 of the kills on the red team, so he's not going to be any slouch there. But bottom lane's just kind of been, you know, Corki's within 7 farm of MF. He has a kill of his own, but both sides seem to be like Corki's building more damage than an MF just seems to be trying to sustain through it. I think both teams are very much fighting for late game. Amumu getting caught out by some wards here again by the blue team. Ryze is really going to have to back off.
Yeah, about that bot lane, I think one thing to keep in mind is that both teams could easily kill each other.
Yeah.
I think that's something they're keeping in mind, really, because one stun from Taric, or if they do engage and Misfortune gets her ultimate off, you know, they both have high kill potential.
They managed to get another kill onto Jarvan 4 in the top lane, and despite, again, they caught him out with the wards, but they didn't just, like, you got to get out of there because the ganking potential is so high. Lee Sin roaming to the top, possibly going to try to dive into Amumu here. B's out, misses with the Sonic Wave. Nice dunk under the tower. However, ward jump comes out. Hecarim trying to clean up here, gets stunned underneath tower. He's going to fall, but he does pick up Amumu 1-for-1. And Fruity Eric Chen, oh my gosh, the Sonic Wave missed. Just because of the standard it's just going to be the red buffed as well. Flash auto, so much greed. Oh Jesus.
I mean, that has to be more luck than management in that top lane, because Amumu was so close to dying right at the start.
Oh, Amumu was so close to dying, and they stunned Hecarim under tower, and then Lee Sin didn't get that ward jump. Jarvan 4 saying, I think I peed a little over that flash. Blue team loses the first turret of the game, but just like that, Lee Sin missed his resonating strike and then got caught in the Cataclysm. And he didn't ward jump fast enough, so he took like 2 full tower shots, which just put him down really, really low. As the chat is pointing out, 3-for-1 trade. Not exactly the best idea. Lee went man. The thing is, guys, is like we had, you know, a very spirited best of 3. This isn't exactly the most serious game in the world. And while I'd like to treat it that way, you know, it's kind of nice. Flash stun coming out, cleansed out of. Amuma's down in the bottom lane again, misses a bandage toss. They're really going all in on Corki. They managed to get a kill onto them. Nice wild growth from Lulu, disengages that completely. Great play by them right there. That's exactly what they needed. Morgana coming down a little bit.
Yeah, that was excellent play.
That was excellent play by Lulu and MF, going all in on Corki, then just using the wild growth to get away. Is it wild growth? Mad growth?
Yeah, it's wild growth.
Wild growth. Sorry, I for some reason I thought wild growth was the one with what's her face, Zyra. Thank you, chat as well. So, chat, we're going to take this opportunity. It's a little bit of a lull right now. How are we doing with our casting? Do you have any suggestions for us? Any feedback? That kind of stuff? That'd be great, because we're both learning. I've only really been casting for an equivalent of a couple months. I take breaks here and there, very long breaks, and it seems to be Mr. Why am I blanking on your name? Pondhammer. Pondhammer's Mr. Pondhammer's first time, which is going all right. Morgana coming up.
Yeah, hopefully.
Morgana off top. Jarvan, of course, coming in for more auto attacks. Hold on, the Ignite is down, and the Cataclysm, they're going to trade 1-for-1. Rejuvenation, however, yeah, Hecarim's trapped in the Tormented Soil with the Dark Binding. However, he's just going to be able to walk away. I don't know why he's still going in. This is a bad idea. Red team picking up their first dragon. Yeah, you're right. A little bit more focus on the map would be great, just because I keep missing kills. Hold on, bottom lane. A lot of. Speaking of which, nice ultimate, but I think Morg might have just. There's not Morg. MF might have got stunned out of that. He's going to get caught by Curse of the Sad Mummy, and that's going to be another kill for Holy Spork. However, so like we were saying, those guaranteed stuns, right? Dazzle and Bandage Toss and the Curse of the Sad Mummy. Not Morgana. Why do I keep calling MF Morgana? MF
in this top lane, I don't understand how Lee Sin, he seemed to throw his Q right at Morgana, and it just didn't seem to work.
I didn't catch that, sadly.
Yeah, I was watching those two trade, and I mean, Lee Sin should have picked that up, but for somehow he whiffed his Q.
Definitely. Going to pick up some kills or some minions in the middle. Going to catch him out with some wards. Both team doing very good job with the wards. However, Blue's I think they've let some expire. A lot of wards on the red side of the map. They're in terms of a gold advantage. However, we're looking at maybe a 5k gold advantage for Team Randy's favorites, who are the red team. Team Rainbow Kitten Brigade sitting at the blue. They won our best of 3 this week, and are just we're just playing another match for fun. Both of these teams have members that have played in the first iteration of Smite Club, which took place last year, and this is kind of a little bit of a nostalgia match for me anyway, because I ran that event, and these guys helped me have enough players to play, pretty much, which is good. MF going in 2 members here. They've lost Lulu, and then, wow, that's a lot of damage coming in from MF. She just walked right into it. Might be able to get saved from Hecarim Ultimate, but does not look like it. Holy Spork taking does not have a lot of mana. They're just going to be able to auto-attack him down. Might be able to get a double kill onto Zealman. Zealman's just going to go man mode on here and try to take them out. He does have
I hope he gets it.
Well, Lee Sin's here as well, throwing out a Sonic Wave. Manages to steal that kill. Morgana's being caught out by some wards as well. I think they may try to just circle around. No, there's one ward there. Nice Dark Binding. Nice binding keeps that.
I think that Kittens, they're still playing like they're ahead. They're aggressive, they're pushing.
Well, sometimes you need to do that.
Happen.
Oh.
Yeah, sometimes, but sometimes you need to recognize maybe you need to wait and farm a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I love this aggressive play, I do, but
there's some pings coming out from the blue team here. Lee Sin needs to move. He's gonna go in onto. Wow, nice bandage toss behind. Nice dragon kick flash combination. That was great. Cataclysm, however, is not going to keep him from dying. Stuck around there a little too long. Maybe should have went not towards the lane. Got a little greedy. Going in on that Amumu.
I don't know. I think it's
just
not Lee Sin's day.
Yeah, that Dragon Rage was great though. Over the wall, flashing over the wall.
Yeah, and I don't think he went in on Amumu due to greed. He saw Jarvan coming from him, and he tried to use Amumu to get away.
Oh, you're right. But Amumu kind of stopped that. He threw a bandage toss behind him, which slowed down Lee Sin enough that it allowed for everyone to kind of catch up.
Yeah.
Wards being placed like mad over here in the blue jungle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wards in the lower half of the jungle. 5
yeah,
wards.
they have 6 wards up altogether.
Yeah, and 5 of the actually they have 6 wards in the bottom lane alone, and there's 1 in the top half of the river.
Yeah.
So they got 7 wards.
I think it really can't be stressed enough just how important ward coverage is.
Yeah, chat's kind of saying that the blue team was a little bit on tilt after winning those 2 games. You know, that could be the case, but again, like we're saying, this is kind of just for fun. MF just kind of getting a little, taking a lot of free damage there from Corki, trying to run away, popping some health potions. Has a Vamp Scepter, but not much else in the way of sustain. She's sitting on 550 gold, 560. You know, still CSing. Likely just going to be working towards a Bloodthirster, if I had to guess. I find that when I'm behind as an AD carry, Bloodthirster tends to be a safe pick because you know what, you can always farm lanes somewhere, and having that extra sustain is going to allow you to kind of catch up. And you know, trying to save up money for an Infinity Edge or something like that, when you know you maybe can buy a Bloodthirster, you get a lot of long-term ward with less money instead of trying to just go pure damage. Because for all you know, by the time you finish that Infinity Edge, and by the time you work on some other damage items, game could already be over.
Yeah, Infinity Edge and Bloodthirster are quite similar in impact early on in the game. So if you're behind, just go for that Bloodthirster first, because Infinity Edge is such an investment.
Definitely. I say definitely way too much. That was something I picked up on last week. I said definitely like every second word. We've got 2 bees coming out in the front, or the middle lane. We're sitting around the 1940 mark of this lovely game on a Thursday evening. How's the weather over there, sir? I'm in Toronto and it's freezing as hell, as usual.
Yeah, it is cold here today. Yeah. It's been pretty dry. I mean, I know everyone thinks it rains
permanently
every day in England.
Permanently.
But it actually hasn't rained in about 3 weeks.
This chat is now about 2 chains. It is now my birthday. Bees in the trap, Mr. Arbucks. It's my friend Phil. Shoutouts to Hamilton, Ontario. However, we are going to get a nice stun. 3 members of the blue team here. Nice. Oh, that's actually a good play by MF. However, they really want that Lulu kill. Corki's going to be coming around the far way here, throwing out a missile barrage. Nothing doing.
I think they're just going to pick up the dragon because they know that the blue team's too low to really contest it.
Well, Hecarim's at half health. And which isn't bad. They're going to throw it, make it rain on the Tribush. Very quick dragon. They do have a nice ward. However, it looks like Lulu is going to eat that missile barrage in the face. They really got to get out of here. I think nice missiles over the wall.
That was a bit of a fail flash by Taric. He went in for the flash
nice
gun.
Jarvan initiate over there. I think Corki Valkyried over the wall, then got kicked back over.
Yeah, I mean, they're behind, but I think Lee Sin has been definitely... I mean, he's been spot on with those dragon kicks.
Yeah, they were saying a little bit of miscommunication. Amumu tossed the same champion that Taric stunned at the same time. But Lee Sin
No, I definitely wouldn't say Lee Sin's been playing poorly.
No, I think
his mechanical skills have been top notch. Maybe his decision making has been a bit, but his plays, his mechanics, I think he's been pretty strong.
So funny story, despite being this far into the game with a decent amount of kills, we are only 1 tower down so far.
Yeah, it's been a battle mode fighting game.
Yeah, it's kind of been interesting. Around 20, we're sitting around the 22-minute mark. Hecarim's gonna walk right into his bush with a Moo. They were waiting for that one. We're maybe seeing a dunk. Nope, they're just going to chase him off, and this is probably going to be the second tower of the game.
I think Jarvan's flash was on cooldown. If not, he would have probably gone for that.
Yeah, it was on maybe 15 seconds at the time of that little engagement. Misfortune, as we were talking about, picked up that Bloodthirster.
Yeah, in that last major team fight, I think that if Misfortune had more damage, then that could have gone a lot differently, because she got a perfect ultimate off against everybody.
Yeah, she needs to farm that up now. She went attack speed early, which
yeah, I didn't like that.
With AD carries, you either need a high amount of base damage if you're going to be going attack speed, because then you're compensating. But that's why Nunu is such a not a broken, but a much maligned support pick now. Is that you don't need to build an attack speed item because you got Blood Boil, so it saves the AD carry who has Nunu a lot of money, and they can just concentrate that on damage.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was just a bit of indecision, really, wasn't it?
A lot of damage coming out from Lulu there. That Glitter Lance pretty much wiped out most of that wave. Another ward coming out here. Wow, Red's collapsing. Here comes the dunk. Possibly Wild Growth coming out on Lulu. I think they're just trying to... There's the ultimate from MF. Just spitting on him. Not doing a lot of damage at all. Because I think Black Shield was up. She hasn't had a chance to farm up that Bloodthirster. She has only got about 80 extra AD from it right now. Here comes the turret. And more.
Yeah, Morgana's also going for the Zhonya's first, which mitigated a lot of that.
Yeah, because she does have that chain. She does have that chain vest. Nice snipe over the wall with that dark binding. We have nice Amumu bandage toss manages to catch I believe just one of them. Hecarim's gonna fall. He's gonna be able to ultimate out. Manages to pick up another kill. Holy Sparks on a. I should have kept following that fight, but they're just gonna follow Lee Sin out.
Yeah, I was following that one. It was the Ignite that ticked off to kill Misfortune, I think.
Yeah, I saw them, I think they're just going all in here. They know they're so much more tanky. Nice bandage toss from the Dark Binding right there. GGWP coming up from the blue team. I think they're surrendering. 5 votes, 0. Congratulations again, Team Randy's favorites. Still can't find a good match for you guys. One day I will find a decent team to put up against you, but sometimes I just gotta try.
I love the aggressive play coming out from Kittens, though. I thought it was brilliant. I just think that they were just underfarmed early, and they just got a little bit behind. I think if it was more even, then that game would have been even better.
Thank you, Andy Jones, for liking me on Facebook. But this actually brings tonight's Smite Club to the end. We had a lovely 3 matches here. I wanted to thank you, Mr. Pondhammer, for joining us. I am so happy.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man, we worked out really well. I'm really happy casting with you, man. Hopefully we'll be able to do this again. Here's his Twitter. You can see this on stream right now. It's just Pondhammer, as you would spell it. I encourage you to give him a follow. You can also follow me on Twitter. It's twitter.com/MattDemers, MattDemers. You can follow me on Twitter, and you can also follow me on Facebook. That's facebook.com/MattCasts. It's also MattCast for YouTube as well, which is great. Apparently there was a little bit of issue with the Rainbow Kitten Brigade. They had to drop out a little early, so that was the cause of that early surrender. But we wish them well. There was a little bit of issues there, so they can. I hope all is well with them. Thank you so much to both teams, all the teams that participated, all 3 teams that participated. Thank you all for joining us. We had at our peak 101 viewers, which I could not be happier with. We have a lovely 58 right now. Pondhammer, you can create some ARAMs if you want. I actually have to go. I have a very important interview I need to conduct in 25 minutes. But for everyone that's watching, thank you so much for your support again. We will be here at the exact same... Well, I will be here. I'm not sure if Pondhammer will be. But we will be here on the GG Chronicle channel at 7 or 6 o'clock or 6:45 rather. Sorry, Eastern time. Same time, pretty much on this channel. Same bat time, same bat channel. I will be creating a Reddit thread, so you'll be reminded of it. But have a good night, everyone. I'm just going to peace out this. I'm not sure if the actual stream chat will die if we turn the stream off. So I'm just going to mute everything then, and I'll keep that for a little while.
Okay.
But did you want to say goodbye, any shoutouts or anything like that?
Yeah, just big thank you for having me.
No problem.
It was well, I couldn't have asked for a better first time, really, and the chat was amazing.
Yes, actually very big shoutouts to our chat. Our chat, everyone in there. Leon Woody, you were contributing pretty much the entire time. Good work, everyone there, for not sucking in terms of chat, because there are. Wow, I totally misspelled your Twitter again. I called you Pondcaster instead of Pondhammer. If anyone really knows me in real life, they'll know I'm terrible with names. But thank you so much for being an awesome chat, for not spamming and all that other fun stuff. Have a good night, everyone. I'm just going to cut this off right now. I'm going to go back to that brick wall background. You guys can chat for a little while. I think there's going to be some ARAMs going on and that kind of stuff. Follow Pondhammer. He can't spell his name still. And he's still spelling it with one M.
But so shocked, you see.
Yeah, but this has been a Smite Club production. Have a great week, everyone.